So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, people, with another transfer update. Cheers, guys. Lovely cup of tea on this wonderful Thursday evening. Make sure you do go back and check out the stream I did with Goonie, and make sure you are smashing the like button for the algorithm. Big up to everybody who has subscribed recently. Touching distance to 75k. Madness. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Also, thank you very much to the 7,000, over 7,000 that have subbed to the second channel. Lee Reacts. It is in the description box. Make sure you follow the TikTok, the Insta, the Facebook. I've been getting a lot of views on Facebook recently as well, which is great. So thank you very much for that as well. And I will be back again 8 o'clock in the morning. So keep your eyes peeled for that video upload as well. But for now, we are going to talk about Declan Rice. This story, I don't believe this is happening. And I don't think many Arsenal fans believe this is happening. But again, this is what happens in the transfer window. Everyone links everyone to clubs that you just think, oh, really? Where'd you make that up from? Like I've said in previous videos, it is so easy to be seen as a journalist. Most of these journalists are just pompous, condescending muppets. They speak in dulcet tones and use nice phrases, and they don't speak 100 mile an hour like I do. I'm like, bish, bash, bosh. They don't speak like that. They tend to have a softer tone of voice. Most of them are little private school bods that have basically got a degree in media or some rubbish that means absolutely nothing. They've sneaked through the back door of a company. Yes, boss. No, boss. Would you like a cup of tea, boss? Okay, boss. I'll do it now, boss. Would you like me to go to the toilet and wipe your bottom, boss? Like one of them ones, like proper little weirdos. Most of these journos are. And yeah, the latest one has come out and said that Arsenal are linked to Declan Rice. It's a player they want. We can bid 80 odd million quid for him. He wants Champions League, blah, blah, blah. And like I've said, the problem with most of these journalists is they sit and speak, and they speak so softly, and it makes you think, oh, he's educated. He must know what he's speaking about. So it draws people in. The amount of waffle I have seen on this platform, tweets that I've been sent, Instagram posts, Facebook posts of clips of journalists talking about transfers. Well, yes, sources close to the player do tell me that he is definitely interested in going to X club. Who are your sources, mate? Oh, I can't declare my sources. That's because you haven't got any. You're guessing. You're hedging your bets. And then what happens is the way the articles are written. Yeah, I'll give you an example. If I type in Rice Arsenal, here we go. Rice has already explained why Arsenal may hold transfer advantage. Any muppet out there is going to click on that and think, oh my God, what's Declan Rice said about Arsenal? Well, I'll tell you what he said. I'll do all the donkey work for you. He's previously said, because you have to go down, how many paragraphs do you have to go down for this? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. This is the journalist. I've never heard of him. I don't know what that says. I genuinely don't know. Fehages. According to Fehages, who nobody's ever heard of, the Gunners could turn to Rice as they look to sign a new holding midfielder, and the deal could well work out perfectly for them as long as they hold off potential rivals. Oh, goody! Arsenal are having an extremely... Well, sorry, I lie. West Ham are having an extremely poor season currently, struggling to pull themselves away from the bottom three. Right? So the first line of that is, according to Fehages, the Gunners could turn to Declan Rice. It then says, and the deal could work out perfectly for them. Okay, so it's all if, buts, and coulds. Should have, didn't. We are not signing Declan Rice. It then tells you 6 paragraphs down. I'm actually lying. 8 paragraphs down. What the headline stated. The headline stated, Declan Rice has already explained why Arsenal may hold transfer advantage. We have to go 8 paragraphs down which, by the way, is the end of the article. Because now you're scanning through it. Oh my God, what's he said? What's he said? What's he said? What's he said? Yeah, the Gunners are flying high. Yeah, we know that. What's he said? West Ham are near the bottom. What's he said? The midfielder earlier said this season, 100% I want to play in the Champions League. I've been playing consistently well for my club and I feel like I really want to keep pushing. I see my friends here who are playing Champions League and for big trophies. You only get one career, and at the end, you want to look back at it with all that you've won, the biggest games that you've played in. Okay, so how does that make Arsenal? Yeah, how does that make Arsenal have an advantage in the saga for Declan Rice? Well, because we're top of the table and we're likely to get Champions League. But if you actually have a look at the top of the table, currently right now, the standings are as follows. Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, Manchester United, Tottenham, Liverpool, then Fulham, Brighton, Brentford, Chelsea in 10th. Chelsea have 2 games in hand. If they win them, they fly up to 6th. They'll be 3 points ahead of Liverpool. They do play tonight. Well, they've played tonight by the time you see this video. But they could potentially be 2 points off 4th if they win their 2 games in hand. But then obviously United have a game in hand. So how in any way, shape or form has some idiot come up with Declan Rice, Arsenal hold the advantage? Here's what he said. Oh my God, what a load of garbage. I'll bet anyone who watches this video, Declan Rice does not sign for Arsenal. Arsenal will not put a bid in for him. David Moyes said, I think it was after Boxing Day, we hope we can reach the Champions League. It is looking difficult at this moment in time, but we're not just going to roll over and let Dec walk out of the building. That's for sure. It's going to be a big fight. Well, let me tell you something right now. Declan Rice will end up at either Chelsea, Liverpool, or Manchester City. He ain't going nowhere else. Arsenal won't buy him. Man United won't buy him. Tottenham won't buy him. So where's he going? Probably Chelsea. If you don't go Chelsea, I could maybe see Man City buying him, but then why would they buy him when they've already got Calvin Phillips and they've already got Rodri? Kind of rules them out. Liverpool, on the other hand, do need midfielders desperately, like yesterday, because their midfield is ancient, it's finished, it's done. So the only 2 clubs I can see even buying him are Liverpool or Chelsea. Now, Liverpool ain't really flush with money, and are they going to go and bust out 80, 90 million quid on Rice? Probably not. Probably not. So the only club, breaking news for you, only Chelsea is the destination. Do not believe in this hype, this crap, this rubbish. The so-called journalists tell you, oh yes, well, Declan Rice, here's why Arsenal hold the advantage in that race. They hold no advantage. Do we even want Declan Rice? Why would we want Declan Rice? Real talk. Good player, but why would Arsenal want Declan Rice? I don't see any advantage to us signing Declan Rice. No advantage whatsoever. What is he going to do in our team? Real talk. What is he going to do in our team? Why aren't we going by somebody like a Caicedo? Totally different style of midfielder. Totally different. And he would fit into our style of play, into our structure of the structure. Even I'm getting sucked into buzzwords, into our structure of our team, into the starting 11, maybe a bench, come off the bench. He could play where Xhaka plays. He could play where Partey plays. Somebody of that, Declan Rice, yes, of course he can do that. Totally different player. And one that I don't see would fit in as good as a Caicedo. I'd say a Basuma fits in at Arsenal better than a Declan Rice. And people go, Basuma, you're mad. You don't know ball. All right, mate. Well, I do know ball because he ain't coming to us. And on that bombshell, we're going to wrap this up. I will be back again at 8 a.m. I'd love ripping these stories apart. Most people that do these transfer stories on YouTube or on Twitter or any other platform, they sit there and they know what they're doing. They're doing it to hook everybody in and then to, oh my God, Arsenal are front runners for this player. Chelsea are front runners for that player. Man United, oh my God, they know exactly what they're doing. Let me tell you that. I, on the other hand, sit here and absolutely rip these idiots apart. These journalists, they're not journalists, they're idiots. Stop listening to 99.99% of them. As soon as I see it on Fabrizio's Twitter page, I know it's confirmed that there is interest in that player now. Other than that, I can't really name another journalist that actually has any connections better than me. Like real talk. Yeah, these are the same people that didn't know Matt Ryan was signing for Arsenal, but I did. They were all like, how did he know? Hello, you're a journalist, mate. You should have known. Anyway, I will be back again. And make sure you go and check out the video I did with Goonie. Leave your donations down below. I do appreciate that. I will reply to you all. Make sure you are sub to the channel, sub to the second channel. Let's push that up to 8K, man. I will be active on it by the end of this month. At some point this month, all I've got to do is record the video. I've got all the clips. I just need to record the video. It's just finding the time to do that. I've been mad busy this week. But at some point, that video will be out in the next week or so. So maybe 10 days. So do go and sub to that channel. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you follow all the links in the description. Insta, TikTok, Facebook. And make sure you go and check out all of the vlogs on the second channel to boost the watch time up, people, because the watch time is only halfway, 2,000, and I need it to 4,000 hours. Obviously, it was demonetized due to lack of activity because I didn't upload for 18 months on it. So I would appreciate it. But listen, we're out of here. I'll be back again at 8 a.m. Adios, amigos.